So our presentation is on Adidas, and we are section 82, group 2, and my name is Ari Tamada.
My name is Handel.
My name is Rachel Carey.
Okay, so we're gonna watch a video clip of the story of Adidas and the founder of Adidas.
Why for imprint? Reason number 76. Brenda knows every promotional product.
After this ad,
Once upon a time, in a small town in Germany, there was a humble shoemaker who wanted to make shoes for all sportsmen and women. His name was Adidas. In 1936, Adi handmade a pair of running shoes for a young American athlete called Jesse Owens, who went on to win 4 gold medals. As an athlete himself, Adi was able to get into the minds and bodies of the people he made equipment for. At the 1954 World Cup final, the German football team needed a miracle to defeat the all-conquering Hungarians. Adi invented the revolutionary screw and studs that were changed at halftime to give better grip on the rain-soaked pitch. Dick Fosbury was the first man ever to high jump backwards. For his new technique, Adi made 2 different shoes. He took gold and the Fosbury flop was born. Adi also made boxing boots for the greatest of all time. And signature shoes for some of the most colorful tennis players to grace the sport. No matter what sport, Adi had them all. And then a strange thing happened. Adidas started to live outside the courts, pitches, and stadiums. Everyday people across the world adopted Adi's 3-striped gear as part of their own style. Maybe they saw the truth and honesty stitched into every product Adi made. And the people who wore Adidas shared his spirit. Adi was a true original, an innovator, a one of a kind. And chances are that somewhere, sometime, he made something for you.
So the founder of Adidas was Adolf Dassler. He was born in 1900s and died in 1978. In 1924, Dassler brothers, including Adolf and Rudolf, started a shoe factory in the back of his mother's washroom. During the World War II, the Dassler brothers split. Adolf Dassler started his own business and named it Adidas in 1949. When his brother started his own business, named it Puma. Um, he bought the 3-stripe logos from a sport named Kahoo in 1951 with a price equivalent today of $1,800 and 2 bottles of whiskey. So during the history of Adidas, they actually haven't changed much in the logo. They maintain the 3-stripe, which indicate that they want to connect to the root and say classic and origin. So the first time they changed their logo was in 1971, and the second one was in 1997. The original Adidas logo had Adolf Dassler name on it. Adi name is short for Adolf, and that's for his last name Dassler. The names on the logo is to gain more recognition for the brand, and most of the Adidas shoes have the name embroidered on it.
The trefoil design was released before the 1972 Olympics. The trefoil shape was used to symbolize that Adidas was a more diverse brand than perceived. The trefoil is a flower that is located in Europe. The standard three stripes that are on all Adidas shoes are still represented today. It is still used on some products, including the Classic line. The mountain design. The design keeps the standard three stripes and Adidas name. A mountain is created using the stripes to symbolize the challenges people who buy and use Adidas products face. It creates a logo that incorporates the consumer and the brand being one. Begins to show that the brand has power, and it is still most commonly used today.
The newest logo that Adidas has added is the longest logo. So it's on the bottom of the slide. It has the standard three stripes and the Adidas name. This logo was created when they brand merged with the company Solomon, and it shows the flexibility that the brand has as it continues to grow. This is more of their word mark and not specifically their logo, as it's not on a lot of their products. So this is a chart of some of the logos that are part of the Adidas group. This includes Reebok and TaylorMade. So the brand value of Adidas in 2016 has increased to $7,885 million, which is a 16% increase in comparison to 2015. So in the chart of growth history, you can see that they did increase, and then they had a little drop starting from 2013 all the way down to 2015. And since then, it's had a very large climb in the past year. So now we're going to talk a little bit about their global advertising. So over the past 5 years, they've become a more internationally known company. They've taken on competitors head on, and they've tried to make changes about their image using sports and athletes. So the first commercial we're going to watch is one from 2011, and it's called the Original Icons commercial.
All the high flyers and low riders, all the in crowd and the outsiders, icons and oddities, prophets and prodigies, all East Coast, all West Side, all out grinding, all poolside, all Samoas, all gazelles, swag on campus, rock the bells. And at the core of who we are, the real, the truth, the super stuff. The streets are calling. To every individual, answer back. We are all originals.
So this ad shows that anyone wearing Adidas can be cool no matter what their interests are. So there's no real evidence that they are a sports brand since they're using their classic three-stripe shoe instead of a sports style three-stripe shoe. So they're trying to spread the word that people can be cool just because they're Adidas, not just because they're wearing some sports brand. So they're using Hollywood stars and icons like Snoop Dogg and rappers, but they're also using commoners like skateboarders, people going to a party, just to show that everyone can be a part of the Adidas brand and be cool. So now we're going to watch an ad that was in Spain, and it's about Real Madrid. So it's called We All Play. It's from 2012. So the Real Madrid ad was used to reveal the new season jersey for Real Madrid, so it was for the 2012-2013 year. So it showed that the professional athlete and the fan are not that different. They can both wear the same kinds of clothes and be just as cool. So they began using sports teams and leagues to move their brand. So this brand became more well known in Spain. They used a soccer team that was commonly known with people in Spain and was a part of the European Soccer League, so they're moving their brand not just through Europe, but through people that watch these soccer leagues. So now we're going to watch an ad from 2015, and it's called the Diablo 6, the Year of the Dragon. It's a shoe release from China.
What's up, everybody? This is D Rose, the China special made edition of the D Rose 6, the Year of the Dragon and the Zodiac Warrior. And I think this shoe fits me perfectly. I'm hearing the story that he was blind and he went back for training. It's crazy how that relates to me, where like with all my injuries, everybody's counting me out. Nobody will know how hard I'm working right now. Same thing with the Zodiac Warrior. Nobody will know how hard he was training whenever he was blind. And I feel like at the end of the story, and at the end of my story too, I'm going to end up putting everything together where I'm going to have a polished game. I think that these failures or whatever I'm going through right now, I really can't explain. It's preparing me for something huge. I know what's down the line. I think nobody will know what's down the line right now, what's going to happen. But all I can do is keep faith, keep working hard, and keep believing in myself that something positive is going to come out of it.
So from this ad, you can see that it's a little more emotionally based. He's telling his story about his life and comparing it with others. There's limited music, there's not that much lighting and color, they're not a bunch of gimmicks. It's just him telling his story and about the shoes. So now they're using one major sports star and one major event, like a shoe release, to push their products. So now we're going to move into a different realm. And this is an athlete must be different and unique ad, and it's called Sports Need Creators, and it was from 2016.
Yeah, hard work and dedication. That's not enough. You look at this cookie cutter copy and paste blah. Where is something new, something different? There. Come on, you freaks. Unleash your creativity. Free your imagination, your genius. And superstition. Make your own look and make this guy want to steal your look. Come on, shock the world. Be the next. Do something different. Now make it up on the fly. If you call yourself an athlete, create something. Why are you even here? Sport needs you.
So in the Sports Needs Creators ad, the brand is using target markets like Nike and Under Armour to show that they just give everyone the same identity, because every athlete is wearing their things and they're not being different, they're not being themselves, and they're not being unique. They're just trying to wear something to fit in. So Adidas is showing that they're not a brand that everyone has, that the best of the best have Adidas, so you should too. They're using international athletes to convey the image in a variety of ways. They're using two football stars, they're using a soccer player, basketball stars, men and women. So now for a more specific ad, they made a Football Needs Creators ad, which was specialized for Europe, and this was also released in 2016.
Il a toujours été créatif, faisant tout à sa façon.
Papa! 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 Hey, Papa!
So you can see from this ad that it's just a specialty ad. They're using one particular sport and one star from that sport in order to target specific countries and specific audiences that watch those sports in particular. So this one shows Pogba making his own path into soccer. He didn't follow anybody else. He was unique and he was different. So by being creative, you stand out and you're better and you're a greater athlete. So they're showing that by wearing Adidas, you're different, and by being different, you can achieve greatness. So over the past 5 years, their message has changed from just be cool to be different. They've used images from pop culture icons to now using more universal sports icons so people can recognize them across the nations.
So how well is the brand handling its social media and internet presence today? Well, just like many other global brands, Adidas uses many of the popular social media apps, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. As seen on this page, Twitter has over 2.9 million followers. That's about 2.9 million customers on Twitter. Adidas joined Twitter on May 2011. One of the main reasons they hopped on to the Twitter train was to bring the Adidas brand together as a whole. Twitter actually owns several other accounts for different sports and country. Basketball, golf, tennis, football, gymnastics, lacrosse, United States, UK, New Zealand, Philippines, Australia, Canada, and the list continues. So how do they gain so many followers and interest? Twitter gets involved in any event that most of the world is interested in, and then engages the event with their following followers. By doing this, it helps connect with customers through media by talking about their similar interests.
The Adidas Crazy Quick shoe is built with technology to make high school athletes quicker.
The shoe has a special outsole that is designed to help you cut in different directions, and we wanted to tell the story of how the technology in the shoe gives you an unfair advantage.
The campaign was based on a storyline of the Quicks.
There was a family of Quicks on my block we all knew. I'm talking about John, Damien, and that boy Drew.
We chose to work with Twitter because it really gave us the real-time platform to have a conversation around the technology of Quick, and it allowed us to extend what the consumer was seeing from the TV in real time within their own Twitter feeds. TV ad targeting allowed us to deliver extended content to the high school athlete that showed each player's move.
And we wanted them to tell us what they would call that move.
Adidas then retweeted and gave recognition to those high school athletes who were participating with the campaign on Twitter. John Wall, Damian Lillard, and Drew Holiday retweeted those fans on Twitter as well.
In this day and age, kids don't go out looking for autographs, right? They want a retweet and they want a shout out on Twitter.
It's way more engaging if you can create content that extends what the consumer is seeing on TV through the second screen experience.
When they're watching games on TV, they also have a phone in their hand, and they might even have a computer screen on the side. If a kid was seeing the commercial on TV, they were then being served a promoted tweet with that extended content, and then they could engage with us.
We were very pleased with the results of the Adidas Crazy Quick campaign. It drove much higher quality interaction within our Twitter feed than we had seen in the past. We were actually able to own a conversation around key moments during the NBA playoff season.
Those are the things that make that partnership with Twitter very valuable, because we can capitalize on major culture moments, major sports moments, and serve them content that's relevant to their lives and to, what experience they're immersed in.
Okay, so that video is a case study to promote the new Adidas Crazy Quick, and the brand wanted to reach high school athletes and engage them with the Adidas Crazy Quick story. And this video was in 2014. So the next app that they use is Instagram. Instagram has over 11.4 million followers and has posted about 1,040 posts so far. 1,040 posts, that is not a lot compared to other global brands, where they post about a picture almost daily, and it shows them that Adidas doesn't need to remind their customers daily in order to be successful. Their post contains many of the upcoming Adidas clothing. Adidas, the athletes that are sponsored by Adidas, and events that are also sponsored by this brand. Many of these posts does not use filters, which helps engage with customers on the realistic items that they are selling. And also, Instagram is one of the most well-known mobile photo video service. Facebook has over 25 million followers. And by 1,000 people liking, commenting, and sharing content on a page, which then gets reposted onto other news feeds.
What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Big Snoop Dogg. I want y'all to go to Adidas Facebook page right now and sign up so you can get a live chat with me on June 29th, because I will be in Europe doing it big. So hit us up right now on Adidas Facebook page so you can get a live chat. Yours truly, Big Snoop D, Double G, and I will be rocking the house, coming to a hood near you. You dig?
So in that video, Snoop Dogg is inviting all his fans to come and go on the live chat with him on Adidas' original Facebook page, and this was in 2010. So the like range for Facebook is about from 11,000 to 55,000 likes, and by commenting, liking, and sharing the pictures or posts, it gets reposted onto other news feeds, and then the cycle keeps continuing. Facebook has an easy access to their exact item on their website they are marketing on their posts, such as adidas.com/parley, which automatically will lead to the Parley shoes. Facebook is where most posts are being shared by other followers. So this chart will show that Instagram photos posted about 2,608, and out of that, only 59% was shared on Twitter and 98% shared onto Facebook. So a big part of Adidas' success on social media might be attributed to their cross-networking integration. Adidas has used social media to engage with fans from exclusive first looks on the latest Adidas shoes, attire, and to live chats with Adidas partner athletes.
So I'm going to talk about future challenges for Adidas. One of the biggest threats that Adidas have been trying to figure out and facing is the competitions for the market share. For example, Nike and Under Armour are two of the largest retailers in the athletic apparel industry beside Adidas. In the three, Nike is the largest company and perhaps the one with the most brand recognition. Even though Nike and Adidas were pretty much equals in the 2000s, Nike income had gone rocket for the past 5 years, and Nike also dominates a lot of the market share using a very good marketing strategies and innovation in their products. In 2015, Nike net income increased 24% compared to 12% from Adidas. Beside Nike, Under Armour is the youngest among three companies. However, they have a very significant growth rate during the past 10 years, with the attempt to steal market share with innovations and unique marketing strategies. They promote slogans which endorse athletes who fight the odds to gain the success, which say, I will what I want. They strive for difference and innovations. So Under Armour is one of the company that try to gain a lot of market share competing with Adidas. The second threat that Adidas is facing is counterfeit products. Counterfeit product damage brand reputations and impair their revenue. Many fake Adidas sellers resume business right after they being spotted and banned from Adidas by Adidas. It's very hard to identify and go out a small seller because of the demand in Asia, especially in countries where they value materials, people judging other people on what other people wearing. Many Asian countries do not impose strict regulation on eliminate counterfeit products um, regarding of this problem. So I guess you have a very long battle to fight on that one. The last but not least problem they have to face with a rapid change. By rapid changes mean customer tastes constantly change. They was given so many opportunities to choose from. So beside different tastes, they also have to compete with other brand which offer more economic price. Customer develop awareness about product origins and environmental effects, also the problem for Adidas. So it has been striving to keep product costs low and ensure safe labor conditions with positive environmental effects with the products. Adidas also had to compete endlessly with other brand technology and innovations regarding of finding new products and anticipating customer um, tastes in the future. So that would be the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.